welcome back to my channel. Today is day 31 of the 100-day countdown to the Geography GCSE, and today we are looking at coastal erosion processes. Do subscribe down below if these have been useful, it really helps me out, and let's just get going. So coastal erosion. Coastal erosion is the removal of material and shaping of landforms. There are several different processes of coastal erosion. Firstly, solution. This is the dissolving of soluble chemicals in rocks such as limestone. Secondly, hydraulic power. This is the power of the waves as they smash into a cliff. Trapped air is forced into holes and cracks in the rock, eventually causing the rock to break apart. This explosive force of trapped air operating in a crack is called cavitation. Thirdly, attrition. This is where rock fragments are carried by the sea and they knock against one another, causing them to become smaller and more rounded. Corrosion. Fragments of rock are picked up and hurled by the sea at a cliff. The rocks act like tools, scraping and gouging to erode the rock. And fifthly, abrasion. This is the sandpapering effect of pebbles, grinding over a rocky platform, causing it to become more smooth. Coastal transportation. Sediment of different sizes can be transported in 4 different ways: solution, suspension, saltation, and traction. Solution. This is where dissolved chemicals, often derived from limestone or chalk, end up in the sea. Suspension are particles carried or suspended within the water. Saltation is a hopping or bouncing motion of pebbles too heavy to be suspended. And traction is where large pebbles are rolled along the seabed. Longshore drift. The movement of sediment on a beach depends on the direction of the waves approaching the coast. Where waves approach head-on, sediment is simply moved up and down the beach. But if waves approach at an angle, sediment will be moved along the beach in a zigzag pattern. This is called longshore drift. Longshore drift is responsible for a number of coastal landforms, including beaches and spits. In longshore drifts, waves head up the coast head-on, and sediment move down the beach with little lateral movement. But waves approaching the beach at an angle, sediment is moved along the beach by longshore drift. So the swash moves it up at an angle, and the backwash brings it down 90-degree perpendicular. Swash at an angle, down perpendicular, and this is how it moves along the coast. Coastal deposition. Coastal deposition takes place in areas where the flow of water slows down. Waves lose energy in sheltered bays, where the water is protected by spit or bars. Here, sediment can no longer be transported or carried and therefore is deposited. This explains why beaches are found in bays, where the energy of the wave is reduced. This is called wave refraction. Mudflats and salt marshes are also often found in sheltered estuaries behind spits, where there is very little flow of water. So we're going to briefly think about the question. Describe the conditions that led to coastal deposition, not erosion. So an area in a bay where there is not much flow of water, therefore sediment cannot be moved and is deposited. So it was only a 2-mark question, so that's all we have to think about for that. But I do hope this has been useful. Please do subscribe down below if it has, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 7 AM. Bye guys.